Hello, everybody. I love, I love making a great video. Oh, I love making a great video. Feeling so good about it. And then you look down and realize that you didn't press record. So here's hoping take two is as wonderful as take one. Well, it's undoubtedly going to be amazing because now I've just infused it with humor, which is also going to be in the topic we're talking about. So, do you feel like that you've outgrown your life? Yeah, some days. Are you experiencing some of these symptoms like headaches, insomnia, dizziness, nausea, muscle pain? Lots of things are changing on the planet, and lots of things are changing in us, in our body. One tiny cell at a time, our bodies are changing. Hi, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Kelly, and I'm here to share ways on how to raise your vibration. So I've been doing this stuff for years, and I feel like lately I've really had to go back to the basics. So here are some of the basics. All of the things I'm going to share are the groundwork and basics of every day for me, and they help to keep me in balance. So I'm going to share ways to help alleviate some of those symptoms I was talking about: the headaches, insomnia, dizziness, nausea, muscle pain, severe fatigue, difficulty falling asleep, lack of appetite, lack of energy. And I'm not just talking about the regular, everyday, I don't have any energy. It's that severe, like just out of the ordinary lack of energy. So, because things are changing, we're evolving, the planet's evolving. Here are some ways that we can raise our vibration, get ourselves out of these symptoms, and move forward in our lives. So, one big important thing is rest. And I know a lot of us, we're just not comfortable resting. I think that a lot of us grew up in the if you were resting, you were lazy. So it's really taken me a lot of time to be okay with resting. And sometimes your body just needs rest. You go all day and you don't rest. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot on a body. That's a lot on a mind. That's a lot on your energy, especially if you're exposing yourself to a lot of people throughout your day. Anyway, rest, so important. I give you permission to do it. Please give yourself permission to do it. Going out in nature, it's so important. Going out in nature, enjoying the sun, putting your face up and just feeling the warm sun on your face. Oh, I always say I'm solar powered. So when we get a few rainy days in a row, I'm just like, oh, I can feel my battery draining. And when the sun comes out, it's like, I feel my battery getting recharged when the sun comes out. So enjoy the sun. Enjoy the wind. Let the wind carry away your troubles. If you're lucky enough to live where I do, go to the water and allow the waves to carry away your troubles. What I like to do is I imagine the waves flowing in, and I imagine them flushing over my body, and then whoosh, the waves going back out and draining all the negativity from my body. That's what I like to envision. Just the sound of waves just relaxes me. Anyway, let the wind and the waves carry away your troubles. Move your body. So even if it's a walk out in nature, that's great. Move your body. Even just, I don't know, if you're on the couch, incorporate some movement into it. Before you go to bed, just do some light, gentle stretching. Eating good food, nourishing your body, that really helps. That really helps to fuel your body, ground your body, which leads me to the next thing, grounding. This one is so important that I made a whole separate video about it on Monday. And I've always considered myself a really grounded person, but lately I've been really having to intentionally ground myself. So that's why I thought that video on Monday was really important. So check that out if you're needing some grounding. And even if you don't know what it's all about, check out the video anyway. Give it a try and just see how you feel. Excellent. So some other ways to raise your vibration. Being creative. Writing, singing, dancing, crafting. And create for the sake of creating, not for producing a masterpiece. Just create. Just splash the paint on a page. Scribble the scribbles in a book. Whatever comes out, that's what needs to come out. So just be creative in your own way. Water. Water is huge. Drinking it, bathing in it, swimming in it. Lots of water. Lots of water. That will help the changes in your body to help reset in your body. Some people would argue with this, and I'm not saying we should never have a feeling, but being more positive than negative. So I like to use the 60-40 split. So I'm not saying be positive 100% of the time, because I think that that's impossible and not realistic. So, but you can choose to be more positive than negative. And if you start choosing the positive, then more positive will attract to you. So say you have some awesome friends who support you, but say you also have some negative Nelly friends who, they're a little bit draining to be around. So if you spend 60% of your time with those positive people and only 40% of your time with the negative Nellies, you're going to start to see a scale gets tipped, and you're going to feel more positive hanging out with these positive friends, and you're going to want to spend more time with the positive friends. And unfortunately, the negative friends, unfortunately for them, the negative friends are just going to slowly trickle away while you spend more and more time in your positive friend environment. This also goes for not only the people you hang out with, but the environments you spend time in. So if you're spending a lot of time in crowded environments and that doesn't lift you up, then if you listen to your body, start spending time in those environments that do lift you up, or maybe the environment that lifts you up is spending time alone. That's okay. Spending 60% of your time in environments that do lift you up, and less time in those environments that drain the energy or suck the life out of you. Now I know some people are going to say, but my job. And that's a tricky one. Because, our job is our job. It pays our bills. Maybe you can't get out of your job right now, but you can make steps to maybe apply for new jobs, or you can make steps. Actually, I did have a job where going there every day was not uplifting to me. And one day I said, enough is enough. I can't feel like this every day when I come to work. So I just decided to flip the switch. So I flipped the switch and I decided I'm going to be the best and most positive person that I can be. And that included giving great customer service, being nice to my coworkers, whether they were nice back. And I created a little environment for myself, in myself, that helped me know that by giving great customer service, by being the best person that I could be, and doing the best job that I could do physically at my job, was going to flip that scale. It was going to trip the switch that was going to allow that to be just a little bit more positive in my day. And you know what? The place, the environment didn't necessarily get better, but driving to work, I no longer felt anxious. I was able to give my best at the job and for who I was inside. I just gave my all. I was just me. Anyway, I could go on. But it really made a difference. So try it. If you're having a challenging environment, try it. The other thing that really helped me, especially during the pandemic, was gratitude. I just started writing down 3 things every day that I'm grateful for. And you know, during the pandemic, when I was living alone at my apartment and not seeing anyone, it was really challenging. And some days the bright spot in my day was watching the squirrel out in my yard, or seeing the buds come out on the trees through my window. There's always a bright spot somewhere. So if you can find those 3 little things that you're grateful for every day. I've actually took this a step further for myself, and this is just my own choosing, but I choose to wake up and find gratitude, and I choose to go to bed finding gratitude. So this for me helps start and end my day positive. So even if I forget about being positive during the day, which sometimes happens, there's always things to be grateful for. So I have 2 different journals which I write in, and in the morning I do my 3 gratitudes, plus I have a few other things that I write about personal development. And then at night I simply write 3 things that I was grateful for throughout the day. So I start and end my day with gratitude. So I'm very grateful that you joined me today. Share in the comments any questions you have, any symptoms you may be experiencing, and what you do in your life to raise your own vibration. So until next time, be kind to yourself. I am wearing my, if you can, what's the saying? In a world where you can be anything, be kind. But I take that one step further, and I challenge you to do that as well. Be kind not only to others, but to yourself. And I think this is a challenge in itself and a topic for another video. So until next time, be kind to yourself.